Okay, breaking news just in. XRP and SEC, it's continuing. The SEC has filed the appeal, but it's not quite what we expected. Definitely a bit interesting, and as always, some controversy around it. We'll break down exactly what it means, and more importantly, what are they actually appealing? Because it's not what you think. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So here it is. Here is document number 22.1, page 2 of 180, the official appeal document, Form C, from the SEC. Now, I just want to context this. It is interesting that today was the final day of Ripple Swell, ultimately a really good event for XRP. And guess what? The SEC have waited until the curtain came down until they decided to chuck in this appeal. But it kind of isn't quite what you think. I mean, it's an appeal. It's appeal around a couple of things, which we'll discuss in a minute. But there are some controversial things attached to this, specifically the date at the top here. You'll see that this was put into the court file stamp as the 17th of October. Now, here's the problem. We talked earlier on my update video before this dropped, actually, that the expectation from the 2nd of October was that the 16th was the final date in which this could be applied. Otherwise, it would be late. Well, here's the crazy thing. At the bottom left on here, you'll see it's dated the 16th of October. Okay, so how can you have a document that should have been in for the 16th that has been entered into the courts stamped the 17th? Someone help me out here. That doesn't quite feel right. Metal Law Man here specifically stating the same. It says the court's file stamp on the document is October 17th. We should find out soon whether the Second Circuit concludes that the SEC has missed the deadline. Now, this could be a thing. This could absolutely be the moment where they say, well, okay, it should have been in by the 16th. Yours wasn't. Therefore, this is being thrown out. I guess the question that we would ask is, well, what is the appeal specifically about? And this is where, yet again, you can form the rhetoric around the SEC as complete nonsense. And if you want, there's an absolute agenda from Gary Gensler. He's like a child that's had his toys stolen off him. And you may be thinking, hold on a minute, 2-bit, that's a bit harsh, but let's break into it. Jeremy Hogan here, pro XRP, but a big lawyer in the space, part of the Hogan & Hogan legal briefs, says, I've never been so excited to get a C since I was in high school. What is not being appealed, the XRP is not a security. And this is good news. So all of that noise, I guess all of the concerns that a lot of people have simply now can go away. This is not about whether XRP was a security or not, whether it can be defined as one or not. The caveat, however, though, is it sits now with the same brackets as Bitcoin and Ethereum in that it's not a security. It therefore should never be registered as a security and can never be held against the courts once again. What is, however, being appealed is Ripple sales of XRP on exchanges and the use of XRP as a kind of payment. Ultimately, it's about money. It says here, what does de novo mean? Well, it means that the appellate court is ruling on a pure issue of law and doesn't have to defer to the trial court on the law issue. It means it will go quicker. What I don't like, though, the SEC completely folded when it had the opportunity to actually try the case against Garlinghouse and Larson in front of a jury. And now it's trying to bring back those claims back to life. Chicken move. What does this mean? Ultimately, they're now trying to bring back the same claims against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson that they did originally, however, without a court. This is ridiculous, without a jury to give their view. It says, well, like the appeal is about money. The injunction could change if Ripple were to lose, but only indirectly as to order compliance. So this is very interesting. You have a court document that is the incorrect date. You then have old ground being covered once again by the SEC, in which they're going after Chris Larson, Brad Garlinghouse as a personal vendetta. And again, fundamentally boils down to the fact that Gary wanted $2 billion, he got $125 million. This is all very interesting as it plays out. And I think specifically, and don't forget, we've been pretty much right on most of these calls. I think this gets thrown out. I think it's nonsense. And I think the fact that it's a day late, absolutely a day late. If you didn't see my previous video, go and watch that. It's a little bit out of date now, but I think this is just complete nonsense. And I absolutely think that right now, given the potential president election and who that could be, this is a last-ditch effort. I almost think this is a personal vendetta now that Gary Gensler does have against the cryptocurrency industry. And I would love to know why. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But I truly believe now this is personal and no other reason. There is absolutely no other reason to go after XRP in this situation and drag old news up. Bitcoin, though, looking to break that higher range we talked about earlier on. We are looking for a continuation. It'd be good to see that push up. XRP, interestingly, took a little bit of a hit. Nothing crazy here. This is just the hour chart, just a 0.6 decline in price. Again, nothing to worry about. Not like we've seen before, where we get these huge wick downs from news like this. Obviously, there'll be a moving feast when it comes to this. There'll be some more information dropping, I'm sure, over the course of the next 24 hours. Make sure you dialed into this channel because we'll update you on everything. Likewise, follow me over on X. We'll try and post as much information as we can as this moves. But watch out. I absolutely think this is going to get thrown out. I think it's nonsense. I think the fact that it's a day late is crazy. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm dead interested to get some views from all of you. So take your time, go down there, hit the like button, subscribe, turn notification bell on, and drop your thoughts on exactly what this is all about. It's a crazy day for Ripple. It's a crazy day for the markets. But I think long term, you know we're going to the moon. As always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.